Hi there and welcome to the Daily Arsenal News Show. Let's dive into today's top stories. Arsenal could sell £34 million signing who has not played since November. Arsenal midfielder Fabio Vieira could be sold at the end of the season. The 23-year-old midfielder has struggled for regular game time at the North London club and he needs to move on in search of regular playing time. Arsenal paid £34 million when they signed him from Porto in the summer of 2022, and he was expected to develop into a key player for the Gunners. The midfielder has had his share of injury problems this season, and he has struggled to hold down a regular starting spot. His last appearance for Arsenal came in November, and a report from The Athletic claims that his future remains uncertain. The report claims that Arsenal are likely to get rid of their fringe players in the summer, and Emile Smith Rowe could be another player on his way out of the club. However, Arsenal will not sell both midfielders in one window, and therefore they are likely to sell the player who will generate the most amount of interest. It will be interesting to see if any club is willing to provide Fabio Vieira with an exit route this summer. There is no doubt that he is a quality midfielder and he will add goals, control, and creativity to the side. He is capable of operating as an advanced central midfielder as well as an attacking midfielder. With Martin Odegaard at the club, Arsenal will not be able to provide him with ample opportunities. The 23-year-old will have to accept the role of a squad player if he wants to continue at the North club. It will be interesting to see how the situation develops. At 23, he should be more often and looking to develop further. A move away this summer would be ideal for all parties. Arsenal could be tempted to sell unbelievable £20 million Mikel Arteta signing if they receive attractive offer. According to an Arsenal squad audit conducted by The Athletic, Arsenal could actually be willing to sell Jakub Kiwior for the right price this summer. Arsenal signed Kiwior in the January window of 2023, paying Italian side Spezia £20 million for his services. Since then, Kiwior has mostly struggled to stamp his authority on the first team. That was before he was handed a chance at left back. After the turn of the year, the Poland international enjoyed an unbelievable run in the position, even if he was eventually replaced. And according to the report mentioned, Arsenal aren't itching to sell the defender at all, but an attractive offer could still change things. The source believes that Kiwior is likely to stay, but puts the defender in the things could change category. Selling Kiwior would mean that Arsenal would need another left-sided centre-back and would also listen the options at left-back. But with the club set to be seriously interested in Ajax's defender Jorel Hato, they may have already identified a player with a similar positional profile but a much higher ceiling. Certainly want to keep an eye on, perhaps a reshuffle that Arsenal fans would welcome. Arsenal star situation depends on proposals, says a transfer expert. Arsenal star Emile Smith Rowe may be facing a slightly uncertain future at the Emirates Stadium this summer, with our transfer columnists Fabrizio Romano and Charles Watts both weighing in with their current information on the player's situation. Writing exclusively for the Daily Briefing earlier this week, Watts explained that Smith Rowe and Arsenal were set for talks soon to decide the 23-year-old's future, with some interest from clubs in the Premier League, and with the player himself also understood to be keen on staying in England. Romano, however, has now provided his information on Smith Rowe, suggesting that it's still looking quite around the England international, with his future at Arsenal perhaps depending on what kind of offers they receive for him this summer. Discussing Smith Rowe's Arsenal future, Romano said, I'm aware of talk of a meeting being scheduled between Emile Smith Rowe and Arsenal, but my understanding is that nothing has been decided on this yet. I think it's an open situation based on proposals, but at the moment I'm still hearing it's a quiet situation. Let's see in the next weeks if clubs join the race. This is not an easy decision for the Gunners, as they surely need the depth that someone like Smith Rowe brings, whilst at the same time perhaps also needing more of an upgrade in midfield after barely using their home ground academy product in the season just gone. Smith Rowe will also surely not be happy with his current role and could likely got more playing time elsewhere, so Arsenal might do well not to keep an unsettled player around for too long. All in all, Arsenal fans will surely just hope this can be settled as soon as possible so as not to cause too much distraction in what is generally sure to be a busy summer for the North London club. Newcastle United to look for alternatives for £30 million man. Aaron Ramsdale's tenure at Arsenal appears to be drawing to a close just 2 years after his £30 million arrival. The 26-year-old goalkeeper has found his opportunities limited this season following the acquisition of David Raya, who has taken over the starting role. Ramsdale has only made 11 appearances in all competitions, with a mere 6 of those coming in the Premier League. With his future at the Emirates looking uncertain, Ramsdale is set to explore options elsewhere this summer. Despite speculation linking him to Newcastle United, a reunion with his former Bournemouth manager Eddie Howe is unlikely, as per Football Insider. Ramsdale and Howe enjoyed a productive period together at Bournemouth, fostering a strong professional relationship. However, this connection will not influence any potential transfer to Newcastle. The Magpies are prioritizing other targets in their search for a new goalkeeper, with Nick Pope firmly established as their number one choice. Ramsdale, who is unwilling to serve as a backup, does not fit into Newcastle United's current plans. Financial considerations also play a significant role in Newcastle's decision to pass on Ramsdale. The club has limited funds to allocate for a goalkeeper, and the cost of acquiring Ramsdale from Arsenal would strain their budget. Consequently, Newcastle will pursue more financially viable options to strengthen their squad. For Ramsdale, the prospect of remaining a second choice goalkeeper at Arsenal is unappealing. As a result, he is motivated to secure a move where he can enjoy regular first team football and maintain his prospect for England selection. While Newcastle's interest has cooled, Ramsdale will undoubtedly attract attention from other Premier League clubs in need of a reliable goalkeeper. His experience and proven track record in the English top flight make him a valuable asset. Arsenal willing to activate release clause of 21-year-old Spanish attacker. Arsenal are reportedly prepared to activate Spanish winger Nico Williams' release clause in the upcoming summer transfer window as they look to add another young attacker. After another disappointing season for the Gunners, fans will be looking ahead to the summer with optimism as they expect yet another busy transfer window. Mikel Arteta has put together a side that is not only capable of competing with the best in the world today, but one that can consistently challenge for major trophies over the next 5 years, thanks to the relatively young overall age of the squad. The North London club will no doubt be willing to add some more quality to their squad, with a new attacker viewed as a priority. Many people expected Arteta to look for a new number 9, but after Kai Havertz's performances up front since the turn of the year, this could change. One area which they undoubtedly need to add quality is on the left wing, with Gabriel Martinelli regressing this season, although Leandro Trossard has stepped up when necessary. According to a report from Football Transfers, the Gunners are interested in Athletic Bilbao's Williams and would be willing to activate his £42.6 million release clause. The 21-year-old has impressed in La Liga this season, grabbing 5 goals and 12 assists in just 31 games and played a key role in his side's season. Arteta has spoken to Man United star about shock Arsenal transfer. Arsenal manager Mikel Arteta has reportedly spoken with Manchester United forward Marcus Rashford in recent weeks about a potential surprise transfer from Old Trafford to the Emirates Stadium. The well-connected AFC Amden post on X about Rashford's future, with there seemingly being interest from both sides in the England international potentially leaving Man United for their rivals Arsenal this summer. It's not too often we see players move between these two clubs, but it has happened occasionally in the last decade or so, with the likes of Danny Welbeck and Mkhitaryan moving from United to Arsenal, while Robin van Persie and Alexis Sanchez moved in the opposite direction. Rashford has just had a poor season for United and will no doubt be keen to bounce back as he's just missed out on England's Euro 2024 squad. The 26-year-old showed just how good he can be in Erik ten Hag's first season at Old Trafford, but it might be that he now needs a new challenge and a change of scenery to find that kind of form again. Arteta has shown just how much he can improve players, so Rashford will likely be keen to work under a manager like that, but it's suggested that Man United will try to avoid losing their popular home ground player to a major rival. Arsenal need signings up front this summer, though, and Rashford could be ideal, especially as some at United might well feel it's not the worst time to try cashing in on a player who has suffered such a dip in form, with no guarantee that he would be able to rediscover that elsewhere. Arsenal have also been linked with big name attacking players like Alexander Isak, Victor Gyökeres, Benjamin Sesko, while they are also thought to be keen on midfielders like Bruno Guimaraes and Amado Onana. I will be uploading daily Arsenal news, so keep your eyes on the channel and don't forget to like and subscribe. I appreciate your support. Peace out.